I want to bring in Joy Falotico, president of the Lincoln Motor Company. Joy, good morning. Great to have you with us here at Cheddar News. So tell us a little bit more about the advancements that we're seeing in this new Navigator. What sets it apart from the similar SUVs that we see in its class?
Well, good morning. Thanks for having me on. We're excited about our new 22 model year Navigator, which has lots of new technology. One thing that's going to set it apart is our active glide, hands-free driver assist technology, which is really going to make the driving more effortless for our clients. We also have a new front grille that's more commanding and new modern headlights. And then on the interior space, we're taking our front row massage seats to the second row, which will be a segment first for the industry to have those massaging seats in the second row. We also have Lincoln Play Entertainment with Amazon Fire that's going to allow streaming in the second row for those passengers to enjoy. And we have two new Black Label themes that we're really excited about. The first one is Central Park, named after the park there in New York. And it's really inspired by the skyscrapers, but also, that lavish organic oasis that the park is. And so we have a Manhattan green exterior color, and it's just a beautiful color palette on the interior as well. And then a second theme called Invitation, but this is something our customers has really been wanting, and it's a black theme that also has some beautiful wood in it as well.
All right, well, you had me at massage chairs in the second row already, so finally the passengers are getting their just due here, Joy. So much obviously focus on the emissions here. What kind of miles per gallon are we looking at this new Navigator?
Well, this Navigator is going to be powered by our 3.5-liter twin turbocharged V6 engine. It'll have 440 horsepower and 510 feet-of-pound torque. And this is the capability that this vehicle needs for our clients, because a lot of people tow with this vehicle, whether it be a boat or a horse trailer. So it will have similar, we don't have the actual final mileage, but it'll be similar to what the prior model had as well. So it is not an electrified option at this time yet.
All right, so let's turn then to the electrified models here, because you guys are obviously taking a very audacious step and wanting to go fully electric by 2030. So let's talk about the plans. How do you sort of plan to get there by 2030?
Yes, we plan to begin next year by debuting our first all-electric vehicle for the Lincoln brand, which really is great timing as it's our 100th anniversary for the Lincoln brand. And then we'll continue to transition over the next 10 years till 2030. We think the inflection point is going to be about 2026, where we'll have about 50% of our lineup that'll be electrified. And then by 2030, we think we'll have about 80% of the lineup of the volume actually electrified at that time. So it'll be a transition between the ICE and the BEV vehicles, but we are totally committed. And as you probably know from the Capital Markets Day, the Ford Motor Company committed to a $30 billion investment in electrification, and Lincoln is part of that investment.
Yeah, it's all really exciting. And what sort of demand are we already seeing right now for those electric vehicles from Lincoln? Are you guys already seeing a lot of interest already from customers here?
Well, we do have a couple hybrid electric vehicles, and we are seeing a growth in that. Actually, our Aviator has a plug-in hybrid, and we're seeing that be about 17% of Aviator sales right now, and it actually has grown this past year. We do think the premium market does have a higher take rate of BEVs. We're going to see that grow. Obviously, we have competitors like Tesla in the segment that is supporting that growth. So we really think once customers actually get in the vehicle, feel that propulsion, see how nice it glides, they're really not going to want to go back to ICE. So we're really excited next year to bring out our first preview of our first new BEV.
And how critical is the new infrastructure plan that's being passed in Congress, given the fact that billions of dollars are basically being tied to electric charging stations? How critical will that be to helping get a lot of this country being fully electrified?
It's absolutely critical. It is very important that the government does its part to provide the infrastructure and investments that's necessary to, meet this acceleration of being the whole industry. If you look at about 50% by 2030, here at Ford and Lincoln, we're certainly going to do our part. I mentioned that investment. We're all in on doing this, but it will take that infrastructure to really support and make it effortless for our clients to get that charging, just as it is today to get your gas for your vehicle. So it's really super important.
Absolutely. And will electrification affect any of the factory workers here? Are you expecting any of this to change labor for you guys?
We think it'll be a transition. I mean, we'll move from, the ICE engines and the powertrains over to electrified motors and powertrains and batteries. So we think there'll be a transition here with the labor. And we've already started that actually at one of our plants here in Detroit.
All right. Either way, good news for those of us who love electric vehicles like myself. Lincoln Motor Company President Joy Falotico. Joy, thanks so much for getting up early with us this morning here on Cheddar News.